All right, folks. For those of you watching, thanks for joining us for another off-season match. Starting off this evening with a bout between the Garbage Tier Overlords and WANG. All right, we have Thrash and Shukara meeting for the kickoff. High floater in the center. Rekka takes it, sends it down into WANG territory. Shukara there. But Thrash Hawk comes up and catches a pinch from close to the right wall, and we have our first score of the match. That sucker had some pace on it. Over 100 miles an hour. Okay, Rekka and Thrash this time meeting Rocket Skates in the center. Take advantage off the kickoff. Pucks back to center ice though, as Doc comes up and gets a demo. Puck back to center ice. Shukra with the cross. Still at center ice. Doc tries to take it up the wall, but Rocket Skates is there. Sends the puck down into GTO territory. Thrash there for a stop. Puck still down in and close to GTO's goal though. Rekka now attempting to get a clear out the left side. Doc with a little bit of assist. Isn't able to get far. Shakura with a good attempt at shot on goal, but Thrash was there for the stop. Back down to the other end now. Shakura gets a nice challenge and demo and breakaway opportunity, but it then gets sent back out to center ice. A little bit of back and forth, and now Doc and Shakura trading the puck back and forth. We are back out to center ice. Not too much going. Shakura being involved in a majority of these plays, it seems. Having good read and midfield play. Doc this time catches one on the left wall. Attempts to put a center through. Nobody waiting there for it though. Shukara sends a clear out. Not going, but an attempted clear by Doc unfortunately goes the wrong way off of the top of his car and back for WANG's first goal of this match, and we're tied up. A bit unfortunate. With 3:05, a lot of action still left in this first bout. Legendary Bud takes the advantage off the next kickoff. Rekka there to get a good clear out and work across with that. A decent shot opportunity there, but Rekka was unable to capitalize as one back for WANG on defense. Nice, gets it past one, gets it past two, puts it up, left, close, dangerous. Rekka just able to get enough and puts it off the post to avoid a bit of danger. Doc now able to take it with a breakaway opportunity at the other end and is able to get a score as he's able to just keep quite enough speed to get in front of Shakara there, who is the closest one back. It's now 2-1, 2:37 left. We have Thrash Hawk and Shakara meeting for the kickoff. Follow-ups by Bud and Doc. This could be an opportunity for WANG though, as GTO isn't able to do much with the first initial possession. Shakara takes one and puts it off the top crossbar, but it isn't able to fall, and they take it back. Rocket Skates gets his own attempt, goes up, unable to capitalize. And this might be heading back the other direction with Thrash and Legendary Bud going at it up the right wall, trying to see who can get to the puck quicker. Puck is still in WANG's territory though, as Shakara gets a really good clear and pass up to Legendary Bud, who isn't quite able to keep it going. It ends up working its way over into the corner and out of a dangerous spot. A little bit of passing play between GTO and their own side. I don't know if they're trying to buy time or whatnot, but that puck down there unfortunately doesn't work in their favor as Shukara comes up and kind of has a good challenge and puts one right into the left side of the goal. Doc was there, but in just off of a position that he would need to be in order to have stopped it. Rocket Skates and Brecca meet for the kickoff. Legendary Bug takes the follow. Thrash is there to bring it back in the other direction. Wasn't able to keep control, and we have a little bit of back and forth as Brecca sends it back their way and is immediately returned by Rocket Skates. A little bit of a potential momentum there, and Wang is now up 3-2. As a missed aerial unfortunately sets the puck up in a pretty decent spot for Wang. About at where we would call the edge of the penalty box. Bud and Doc meet for this kickoff. Puck ends up going high left side. Shakara's there, takes it a little bit out of the air, isn't able to get much on it. Brecca sends a high one back the other direction. A couple of attempted fakes, and then a good strong shot by Doc, but unfortunately a couple there on defense waiting. Brecca now takes a clear out GTO's left side, but is immediately put back in the center, but Thrash is there to capitalize and get that away from the goal. Thrash now with an additional follow, although looks to be out of boost and isn't able to take it up past half court where Rocket Skates is there to meet him. Bud now collects the remnants of that and attempts to bring one in center, but Doc's there waiting for it. Shikara now puts a nice good pass in the center, and this is almost more trouble, but Thrash is able to get in the right spot and is able to save that one. Shikara now attempting to bring it around the left wing again, gets it up, and this one's going to sail harmlessly above. Red Skates gets it from the right side though. He's able to put a center in, and with only 3 seconds left, we're winding down, and they got to make something happen, but it's not going to happen as Wang takes the first match of the two, or of the best of 5 series. I'm sorry. It looked to be just a couple of perhaps defensive or aerial misses there for GTO that ended up putting that one in Wang's favor. We'll see what other action the rest of the games have to offer. Based off of my initial views of the game, it definitely appears to me like Wayne maybe just be a little bit more comfortable at this moment. All right, we have everyone back out on the ice, getting ready to start game 2. To start, we have Legendary Bud and Thrashhawk meeting at center for the kickoff. Rocket Skates is there with an immediate follow, but is immediately returned the other way by Doc, as Doc and Thrash attempt a little bit of a give-and-go opportunity there, but are unable to capitalize, and that Legendary Bud brings it back the full length of the rink, and we're back over in GTO territory. Thrashhawk, when attempted clear, isn't able to get much on it. Doctor this time is able to get more and sends it down the other direction. Legendary Bud's there to get a clear, sends it back out to center ice, the left side. Keeping momentum, is able to come up and meets Thrashhawk in GTO left corner. A good center, a little bit of a miss by Doc, and we are now over on the right side, but Thrash is finally able to get over and get a good strong clear. Sends the puck all the way back down to the end wall for Wang. Thrash now takes and collects a little bit with a challenge over on the left-hand side. Sends it across, nothing going. Puck works its way back to the opposite side, and Legendary Bud this time sends it forward down into GTO territory. It's immediately returned, long clear by Thrash. Back to center ice. Doc and Shakura trade pucks back and forth, although this one is staying between GTO members for the time being, as some back and forth between Doc and Thrash are able to work it past center ice. Both Shakura and Legendary Bud are in waiting though. The puck never makes it to too far. Doc though with probably their first attempt yet, and Thrash with a good follow. Doc able to just get enough on it with a pinch and a little bit of a challenge there by Shakura, and the puck floats up above the goal, and it's GTO on the board first. 3 minutes, 17 seconds left to play. Kickoff goes in favor of Wang, although Rekka is able to get the follow and sends the puck long into Wang's corner. Sent back the other direction. We have Doc and Thrash with stops. Shakura now collecting it and attempting to take it around the corner, but is cleared or stopped by Doc and then cleared by Thrash. We got a high floater up above Wang's goal. Could have been trouble. Doesn't end up. Another pass, also in dangerous, just wide. Rekka had left the area for boost. Wasn't anyone there to capitalize on it. Thrash now taking it up around the left-hand corner. Is met by a couple of Wang members, no going. Now Rocket skates. Collects a puck that was kind of in the center. Attempts to put either a shot or a pass. Kind of a high floater up. No going. GTO there for the stop. Legendary Bud able to collect it. Puts up one center. Rocket skates does get a car on it. It's a good shot. But GTO there for the stop. Shakura with a potential strike and or center. Sends one across the goal. Thrash now with good clear. Coming up the challenge. Wasn't able to get it. Doc there to make sure the puck stays in Wang territory though. Shakura now though with the clear. Going back the other direction. We have Legendary Bud and Shakura putting the pressure down on GTO's end of the field. Rocket skates staying back. Gets the stop as Rekka was able to bring it down for the clear. Puck gets centered though. Thrash attempting to do something with it. Isn't quite able to do what he would like. Puck gets cleared back out left side. Although an immediate return sends the puck back into Wang territory. Now it's GTO putting up a little bit of the pressure as Doc flirts with Rocket Skate over in their corner. Rekka though able to get a center and kind of high floaty shot, which wasn't able to fall though. Wang there for the defense. Thrash though able to collect Wang's attempt forward. Loses a little bit on the wall though, and Shakura is taking it back the other direction. This could be bad. Able to get past two, but ends up a little wide. Needs to reset. Ends up throwing up a center, which Thrash is able to get a decent clear on. A little bit wide. Could have been a shot on goal. Thrash is still up and now in Wang territory, providing a good amount of pressure though. Legendary Bud is right there though, takes the center and all the way down the other end of the rink. GTO now seeing if they can get it clear. Doc gets an attempt, has left. Met still down in GTO territory. Rocket skates this time, gets it past one. Thrash there. Thrash able to get it past Bud. Could be a breakaway, no. Rocket skates came up for the challenge, but Thrash waited there on defense, and time expires for this second game, and we have a tie series, 1-1. GTO getting only one goal to fall on, it looks like 6 shots. Just 3 shots for Wang this match, but a low-scoring affair all around. We'll see what the rest of the series holds. Okay, we have Dr. Acula and taking the first touch. and the advantage off of the kickoff. Puck down in Wang territory, but a good clear by Shikara, and we're back down the other way. This could be dangerous as Rocket Skates gets a good center. Rekka able to just get up in time to get the first clear, but Rocket Skates with his own passes follow after, I'm assuming, going back for boost, and Wang is up on the board first in this matchup. 4 minutes and 30 seconds, 6 seconds left, 1-0. We've got 4 meeting at center ice for this kickoff. Legendary Bud taking advantage. Takes a high up around the left side. Gets one in close to GTO goal, but is met by Dr. Acula, who gets a first and second clear, and we're back down on the left corner of Wang territory. A little bit of a missed attempt there on a good strong clear from Chikura, and we're seeing GTO now keep up a bit of the pressure down in Wang end. Rekka attempts to take a high one around left corner for a center. Isn't quite able to make it happen. Shikara there for the stop. Thrash with an attempted clear but misses, and this one floats up into a fairly dangerous territory, but Rekka is there to get out of harm's way. Shikara and Wang and Rotskate are now coming around the left-hand corner. High floater crosses, no immediate danger there though, and Thrash Hawk attempts to get a clear, but is immediately met. And we are still down in GTO territory, and a good center sets it up for both a backwards and turtle aerial goal for Shikara. I really need to get her to tell me how to pronounce that name properly. But it's 2-0 with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left. Let's see if GTO has an answer. A little bit of back and forth, and we are still high flying and over center ice. No immediate danger at the moment. Doc goes up for an attempted center in Wang's left territory, but no going. Thrash now comes up for a challenge, but we are finally battled back out to now center ice and into GTO territory, but Rekka now comes up with a good clear and second strike and puts one. We're back down to the other end. Thrash comes up for a challenge, and now Doc picks up the remnants, puts a nice pass up above Wang goal, but Bud is there to meet, and we're back out. And Rekka contains it and keeps things still going. Now Thrash. Puck still in Wang territory. Although with a good defensive stop, Wang gets a great chance at a third goal, but just in time is Rekka to get in the way of it. Rekka missed clear, although his teammates get back in time. Doc there gets what's needed to get it out from close to GTO goal. This time Rocket Skates and Thrash meet in the right-hand corner for GTO, but again, not a whole lot coming out of it. Although Legendary Bud takes one from Doc, and although a next clear by Rekka sends it, and we're back down in Wang territory. Thrash Hawk with a center, sails just over. Now Doc's turn. Goes for a double touch, isn't quite able to get that second touch that he would need for the good center. And we're going back in the other direction. A good challenge by Shikura though on Doc. Sends a decent center. Thrash is able to get a little bit of that. And attempts to bring it back up the other direction. Finally gets a tip over one, over two, but isn't able to get the goal as the momentum left carried it just over to the left and off the post. Rekka now trying to do something with it and keep the pressure up in Wang territory, but isn't able to make anything much happen, and Bud gets a clear down to the other end. Doc now this time takes it, attempts to go through the center instead of at the wall, is met by Sakura, puts a good shot on goal, but is met there by, I believe, Rekka. GTO looking to get some hard clears, but this may be working in their disadvantage as WANG isn't having too much trouble reading the trajectories of where they're attempting to go with it. Rekka now finally, though, gets a little bit of a breakaway as he's able to get it by 1 and 2, but Shakura is able to get enough of it to send it high up and out of harm's way. That's going to bring us to the end of our third match as WANG takes the advantage in the series 2-1. We have 7 shots with 2 falling for goals for Team WANG, and out of only 1 shot. Very different story this match for GTO. They're going to need to put up something and get themselves back into this game. Okay, we're getting underway. Match 4. 2-1 in favor of WANG, for those of you just joining. We have Shakura and Legendary Bud picking up the advantage off the kickoff. A center was in a nice spot. Shakura puts a good shot on goal, but Rekka was there. Gets a stop and a clear. A little bit of back and forth, and we still have the puck down in GTO territory. Every time GTO attempts to get a clear, it looks like somebody is right there from WANG to make sure that that gets put back in the other direction equally as hard. Thrash now attempts to take it up and across a bit slower. Is challenged. Doc gets a second follow-up challenge. Rocket Skates and Legendary Bud get a little quick 1-2 touch, and the puck is back down in GTO territory. A decent strike sends one skimming off a couple of GTO members and just wide. Thrash now takes a high floater in the center over to the left wall. Attempts to bring it around. Shakura now collecting, attempt to put a high long center around as well, but met by Rekka. A lot of action out on the sides, although finally we work our way to the center as Rocket Skates puts a really close one and center just off to the right. Could have been dangerous, but was a little bit off, like I said. Ends up going just over. Doc now takes it, has a decent opportunity, gets past one, not able to get it past the third. But the puck is able to head up the center where Legendary Bud picks it up and gets a self-pass to him to kind of cut the angle right between 2 GTO members, both Thrash and Rekka. Not quite there to get that stop, though both close enough. Bud now taking the advantage off of this next kickoff. Thrash there, they'll get a good clear though, and a breakaway opportunity. No boost left though, and not able to capitalize. Rekka trying to get the remnants of it, put it in, wasn't able to sneak it in the corner, and now we've got a dangerous situation the other end as the puck winds up right in front of GTO goal, but is able to be cleared. Back out to center ice. Who's going to get there first? It's Legendary Bud. Bud puts a strike, but is immediately met by Doc. Still left side, high. Bud gets around to it again, puts a good center in. Thrash there for a clear. Thrash able to meet Rocket Skates, who tried to take it around the left wall. Legendary Bud now trying to take it around the left wall. Met by Thrash. High floater center. Could be dangerous. Bud puts it back up, trying to buy time. Thrash goes up, gets it. Doc takes a collection, puts a little pop on, but right into the path of a WANG member. Puck now left side. Rekka and Shikara meet. Shikara takes the advantage. Doc now attempts to clear around the right corner. Met by Legendary Bud. Center goes out. Thrashhawk and Rekka attempt to get it clear. Thrashhawk gets it. Back out to center ice. Met by Wang. Rekka now with the follow. Puts a would-be center. Would-be shot, but Wang members are in the way. Shikara now with a good center. Right to Legendary Bud, who is able to capitalize. It's 2-0 with 1:33 left on the clock. Unfortunately, GTO is starting to get into a dangerous spot with the amount of time remaining. They're going to have to put up an answer pretty quickly here. Dr. Acura and Legendary Bud meet for the kickoff. Stales at the... Oh wow, Shakura comes and takes the remnants of the kickoff and puts a nice pinch straight on goal. Thrash was actually there and did put a little bit of the car on it, but unfortunately the counter pinch was unsuccessful and it goes under and scores 3-0. 1 minute 29 seconds left. Another long strike by Legendary Bud this time, unfortunately goes just wide. Rocket skates, collects the remnants of that, attempts to put a center in, is immediately met, and we're back down into Wang territory as Thrash attempts to take one up around the left-hand side. Legendary Bard gets a little bit of assist. Puck ends up sailing across the goal, no real harm. Back the other direction. Puck makes its way all the way down, is stopped by GTO, and again, we're sticking to the sides and we're going back and forth. Works us all the way back down to Wang territory, and we repeat this same sort of dance over again as Rocket Skates now brings it up the left wall. A really close strike though. Shakura ends up capitalizing off of a great center or contest, if you will, by Rocket Skates, and not missing that one as the puck just dances right there in front of the goal. Easy peasy. 4-0, 40 seconds left. Thrash now with a long clear in center. Winds up demoing Shakura. See if this is enough of momentum for them to get a score. Unfortunately, a clear sends it back down to their end. Drac and Thrash fend off Shikara. One more time. Thrash gets a decent shot or center in. Legendary Bud there waiting. Waits again. Patience has been the key, I believe, of these matches. Not overcommitting and being in the right place has really kind of been the edge that I've seen here for Wang. And they will take the series 3-1. Legendary Bud is your MVP of that last match, although I will give Shukara a very strong showing for the series. Was all over the place, but they had 12 goals, 12 shots. Managed to put 4 away there. To again, only 1 for GTO. We've got more hockey coming up though, so don't go away. I believe the next series will have Team Wang again facing off against Team Ouroboros. So don't go far. Stay tuned.